Well, it's Sunday morning, everyone, and that means it's time for the Hot 10 Reserve List cards this week from April 2nd to the 8th, 2022. Hi everyone, and thanks for hanging out with me today. MTG Moxman here. I got a coffee in my hand. We got a top 10 reserve list video to get through. And if you're new to this channel, I would like to welcome you to the community that is the tinfoil hat army of MTG Moxman. You better like nachos and cheese as well. What can I say? And after this, yes, I'm walking the dog for those of you who know me so well. Guys, the reserve list keeps selling. Stuff keeps going. Yeah, it's lower end reserve list stuff, but boy is it moving. It is crazy. Look at these sales each and every week. Come back and inform you guys what is going on out there, what the current trend is, which cards are hot, which ones are not. But let's face it, it's all reserve list. That's why we say hold the line. Don't let our cards go anywhere and just keep accumulating and seeing where this crazy road leads us to in 20 years. I love it. Can't wait. So, let's get to this, okay? We're going to start at number 10. We're going to bring ourselves down to number 1 without any more interruptions. This is your Hot Top 10. All right, guys, here we go. Starting our trip down from number 10 to number 1, we have Thrull Champion coming in at number 10 this week. 27 sales, pretty respectable for a reserve list card that's lower end. Now, this card locally is around $10 Canadian. Not too bad of a price if you can find it, and definitely aim for the near mint copies. The average price is $8.54 US. The market price is $7.62 US. And of course, only €5.69 to get that card into your house. Congratulations, those overseas. Nice price. Now, when you're looking at Thrull Champion, the reason I always say to aim for a near mint quality copy of this card is strictly because of the fact a card like this is lower end reserve list. If Tribal ever comes back and becomes a thing, people are going to be looking for the near mint copies. That's the price that's going to shoot up the highest and bring you best bang for your buck on a card like that. And the fact he's only 1 black is something good going for him. 1 black man and 4 other. Although it's a high casting cost, he does give himself his own +1/+1. His unique mechanic to take control of other Thrulls is an amazing advantage over most cards. But that 1 black means he can be splashed into a lot of different decks, and that's why I've always enjoyed this card. You never know what's going to happen with a Fallen Empires card. Great card. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 9 slot this week, and that is Jester's Mask. Coming out of the blue from Ice Age. Can you believe it? We haven't seen him on the list for a very long time. Now, here in Canada, you're looking around $10 Canadian to get that card for near mint. It's come down a little bit over the last little while. I remember it being as high as 20 bucks at one point. Not too bad at all, right? I could play this game with the nachos and cheese right here beside me and say, I'm going to use that in my commander, because I already am. All right, guys, the average price, though, is $7.99 US. The market price is $7.92 US. And, of course, overseas, we're looking at €5.71 to get that card into your house. 29 sales, pretty respectable. And I always like the idea of the Jester's Mask and the cap, actually, but cap can be reprinted, mask cannot. Mask gives people a whole new hand. It really messes with people depending on how you can sneak this card out or how many times you can bring it back to mess people up who have very large card advantage over you. Great card. Always enjoyed it. One day this guy's going to go back up again, that's for sure. All right, number 8 this week is Soraya the Falconer, and that is from Homelands. Again, another one of those tribal cards I've talked about before that if Falcons become a big thing, she will be playing a part in that. 33 sales this week, pretty respectable, but look at that low price. Here in Canada, it's around $5 Canadian for a near mint quality copy of this card. But when you're looking at that and you see the average is $3.23 US, seriously, the market price is $2.45 US and €2.73 to get that card to your house. Who's not buying a copy of this or 4 copies and just hanging on to it just in case? Again, aim for a near mint. It has a large print run, but it's just so cheap. Why not spend 10 bucks at least get 4 just to hold on to? If enough people did that, there'd be nothing left in the market anyway. It's hilarious. The restocks are very bad on some of these cards, and when they come back, remember, they don't come back near mint. So coming in at number 7 this week is Abeyance from Weatherlight. This 1 white, 1 other casting cost instant that can mess people up and you get to draw a card. It's always good news for you. I love the fact that this card exists. It has made my life easier in some of my white control decks that I played back in the day with Kitchen Table Magic. I love it. Now, 36 sales is very respectable. Here in Canada, this card is going to cost you $21 Canadian near mint. The average price is $19.34 US. The market price is $17.71 US. And of course, it's €12.35 to get this card into your house. Love it. Can't say enough good things about it. But as I've stated in the past, Weatherlight still has a pretty good print run. Aim for the near mint copies, unless you just want a copy to play with. If you're looking at this as an investment, you always got to go for near mint. Spend a couple extra bucks and make sure you nail it. Because you can go on things like TCG Player and find this a lot cheaper and save a few bucks. It just depends on what your needs are. Always keep that in mind. All right, guys, our number 6 card this week is going to be Rainbow Vale from Fallen Empires, a very underrated card that I've always enjoyed using. I still use it to this day. It taps for any color mana. I just make sure I have something to sack it to. I like to, I got to nuke it with a Zuran Orb or something to make sure my opponent doesn't get it, or I got to find a way of unsummoning that land. That's what I like to do. All right, guys, 38 sales, very respectable, of course, with an average price here in Canada of around $10 Canadian lightly played. The average price is $9.49 US. The market price is $10.56 US. And you can see right there, it is €10.53 to get this card into your house. Not as cheap as some of the art cards we've shown when it's overseas. This one does cost a bit more, but it's been as high as 15 to 20 bucks. I actually expect this card to go back up there one day. I think people just haven't quite worked out how to make it best work for them, but it really can, especially when you're in a pinch and you need the right type of mana. Even if you have to pass it to an opponent, sometimes it's worth it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the number 5 card this week, and that is going to be Guiding Spirit from Visions with 40 sales this week. And with an average price of only $3.56 US, this is a very affordable reserve list card. The market price is $2.81 US. Overseas, it's €1.61 to get this card to your house. It has flying. Yeah, it's a 3-drop, it's a 1/2, but I like being able to tap it. That tap ability is pretty nice to get those things back into your hand. Love it, and it's been falling ever since. The decline tells you it's not a bad time to buy it. But of course, what am I going to tell you guys? That's right, you got it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 4 card this week. Number 4 already. 4. Leeches from Homelands continues to hang in there as one of those cards that people say, I think I want some more, and they went back for seconds. Now, this card has an average price of $4.74 US. You can see the market price there is $2.32 US, and it's €2.10 to get that card into your house. Here in Canada, it actually costs you about $5 for this card near mint, but 52 sales is nothing to snub at. I remember cards like this being 15 cents. So you know what? It's the way it is, guys. It's one of those few cards. Is it the only card that removes poison? It's pretty hard to get those cards that take poison counters away. I remember this being one of the only cards. So, amazing. Somebody likes it. Why not let them buy it? All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 3 card this week. And that is going to be Mystic Decree, again from Homelands. This one has shot up before and come back down. You can see there the average price, $3.35 Canadian, US market price. I say Canadian, I know. I'm so bad. It's early in the morning. What do you want from me? All right, the market price is $2.61 US, and it's €2.40 to get that card in your house. Here in Canada, this card's about $7 Canadian, but there were no near mint copies available, so it was $7 for a lightly played copy. So that's what you're looking at in Canada if you wanted to buy this card. It is a moat style card where it takes 2 blue, 2 other as an enchantment, and it takes away all flying ability, all island walk ability, and they just sink to the ground and you just paralyze their deck and have a great time. Because they are not going to have a good time with cards or a deck in Commander built around that bad boy. I love the card, always have. 61 sales, we are definitely getting to the higher echelon of what's been going on out there. I think I just banged the microphone. I think you guys got a mic bang as I went to switch the screen. I think you did. All right, number 2, out of the blue, didn't see this one coming, is Didgeridoo. I know, right? The Didgeridoo from Homelands. Comes in with an average price of $31.08 US. The market price is $25.59. And then, of course, €18.31 to get that card to your house. Here in Canada, 40 bucks and up. It is $40 Canadian near mint and higher to get this card. But 87 sales, I didn't see it coming around the block, man. This one flew out of nowhere, but being able to put those high casting cost Minotaurs we have nowadays and just plop them onto the battlefield is disgustingly powerful when built into the right deck. And they keep putting 1 or 2 good Minotaurs a year. Have you noticed that's 1 or 2? So you'll be able to build a very nice deck, especially if you can pop this out in turn 1 and by turn 5 really get things rumbling. I love this card, okay? Amazing. Funny that a Homelands card is that high and expensive now, though. Keep that in mind. Just makes you wonder. All right, guys, we're now here. We're going to number 1. You've waited this long. This is your last stop in the Yellow Brick Road today. And that's right, the number 1 card this week is Bosium Strip from Weatherlight. Buyout Central. Now, we've talked about how many buyouts we've recently seen happening on the reserve list. There's a concentrated effort to pick up a lot of cards, guys. 238 sales is nothing to snivel at. This card has an average price of $29.49 US. The market price, though, is $10.54 US. Quite a discrepancy right now. Overseas, it's €5.58 to get that card to your house. Here in Canada, it's $18 if it's in stock, which it's not. So I think when they update their computers, if they happen to get this card, it's not going to be $18. I think it'll be a little bit messed up. We'll see what happens because that spike is just crazy. It just shoots up like a rocket. Because these kind of buyouts are happening all the time with more and more frequency, and people need to be aware of that. Near mint copies were the first ones to go. First ones, near mint. You got to be looking at this. If there's any cards that you were after on the reserve list, take a gander one day and look at the cards and see if there's something you like. If there is, and it's not a super expensive one already, you never know when it's going to go up now. It's the trend, right? The trend is your friend. We know what's happening out there. People are buying these cards. I hope you guys had a great time on the video today. I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as I got 3/4 of the way through my coffee during this conversation. And let me know what you guys think. All right, have a great day today, and I'll see you guys on the live stream, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. I just want to say a huge thank you to all the fantastic patrons on the channel. Welcome to all the new patrons. I can't wait to see you guys on the live stream on Sundays. Gonna rock it out. Have an awesome one, and don't forget to join the Discord, everyone.